Hey, hey. So I'm getting in the habit of reading my week's Batman books first because when I watch people's videos, or I can't wait to watch some people's videos who talk about Batman, so I just hurry up and read them first. There were lots other comics to be excited about earlier, or also this week. But anyway, I read them first so I can talk about them quite early for me. Batman Eternal 46 was, again, it's kind of repeating myself. By itself, this was a fun issue. In the larger context of Batman Eternal, it makes me nervous. Was it mostly padding? Was it just a bunch of... And part of the problem with padding is that we're near the end of the series, of course. So, how well does this all fit in? It seems maybe to hint at certain things, something about, somehow Rasagool knows something, but Batman can't get it out of him, but something about, Batman facing his double or his dark side or something. Is Rasagool just making that up, or does Rasagool know something? How come Batman didn't try harder to get more information out of him? Of course, because that's how it's been all along. Batman gets either just check someone off his list or some tiny bit of information, but not a whole lot of information. It felt like the scene between Penny 2, Alfred's daughter, and Hush kind of hinted that maybe Hush is still a player here. Maybe there's something going on with Hush, and Hush kind of fits in being the dark side of Batman. So does the guy who claimed to be Thomas Wayne, Marsh, from the Owls, from the Court of the Owls series. He could be the dark side of Batman. Maybe that would fit with someone thinking they saw Bruce Wayne involved. So, yeah, I'm guessing here, because I can't, that's the fun now, is to try to figure out, and kind of dread that they won't have a very good solution, but maybe they will. I was nervous when I saw that Tim Seeley was writing the script here, because a number of his scripts have seemed extremely perfunctory and extremely like, I'm just filling in the blanks as fast as I possibly can and I'm going to get out of here. But this issue had more weird quirk to it, which I think maybe is one of his things in his own writing. And it had a bunch of different artists that it managed to hold together okay, but thinking if we really wanted a comic book with really a weird, quirky angle on Batman and his villains, not that they're always weird, but it would have been great to have an artist with a particular touch to go with what seems to be Tim Seeley's aesthetic here, if you will, with these weird villains like Dr. Deathman or whatever he was called, and what was the other one? Ebenezer Dark. So that was kind of fun, although I don't really understand why those villains, how they ended up working for Rasagool, helping to protect Rasagool. And I guess, this is just me questioning the comic bookiness of things, but Batman just accepts Rasagool saying it wasn't me, and doesn't try to get a whole lot of more information out of him, and doesn't like to take Rasagool in. I mean, what's protecting Rasagool at this point? He's been laying on a table, like some kind of hospital recovery type table or bed, and he just has unplugged himself from the machinery. It seems like a good time for Batman to take Rasagool in, put him in custody of the Justice League, or whatever they do with their villains. But anyway, that's maybe asking for too much. So, that's kind of my broad overview on it. The stuff with Poison Ivy seemed overplayed and overflaky and not telling us anything yet, but obviously setting the stage for something with Poison Ivy. The stuff with the biggest kind of thing that is more like, here's a fake little thing to move the plot along, was Catwoman going to the Lion in prison and asking for information. And so inside the prison walls, he can get documented evidence about, the manifests for ships are inside the prison. That's that's awfully convenient, The Lion is an interesting character. I don't think in this context we'll get him explored very thoroughly. I like the way he was drawn here. He was kind of disturbing, wasted away kind of character in a sense. Flipping through it, it was quite good art overall. I'm saying I would like an artist with even more of a quirk, like Jay Lee might have been good, or what I'm really thinking of is Kelly Jones would have been perfect for this issue. But overall, the art, despite it being 3 artists, managed to carry the whole thing. So, kind of once again, interesting issue. Not seeing how it's like this great furthering of the larger story, but maybe I'll come back and realize it was. It feels like sticking a Poison Ivy little plot in here now near the end, unless it plays an important role, is just going to be a distraction and almost an irritant. Yeah, so those are my ups and downs, so to speak, on this issue. Batman and Robin was a down issue, but only in the sense that the last 2 issues, and issues before that too, rocked so hard, and this issue is playing a mellower tune. And it's funny, it seems like the art is slightly different, even though it's the exact same art team as on others. Like, both Robin and Batman seem to be drawn in a less intense way, if that makes sense. Robin looks more like a small child. Batman looks less imposing than in other issues. There's fun stuff like this fishing trip that they go on. I like this issue a lot. I feel like this issue is kind of set up for whatever's going to happen next issue. It looks like Batman's letting Robin in more. You're a superhero now. I'm bringing you along to the Justice League. I'm bringing you in on the Justice League mission. I'm going to treat you like a fellow superhero. So my gut feeling at the moment is to end out this Batman and Robin series, even though Robin's going to continue as a character, as we know from solicits later on, that Tomasi, I think, is setting the stage perhaps for a little bit of just a happy ending for father and son in the next issue or 2, which are the last issues of this series. I don't know if it'll end with issue 40 or issue 41. But by May, it's definitely going to be gone. And it won't be coming back exactly. There's going to be, I think is it going to be called Damian, Son of Batman, or Robin, Son of Batman? And it will be not written by Tomasi, but written by Gleason, the artist. And I'm kind of curious to see how that'll turn out. But on the other hand, I want this team to stay the way it is. I think DC has this urge to have the artists right, and it feels like about 70% of the time that does not work out well. I would think that they should have the artists write an issue or 2 here or there and see how they do, or maybe write small backup features for a while. But in any case, it'll be interesting to see what Gleason does. Another thing is I wonder if he will end Robin's superpowers by the end of this run, or will Robin's powers, sort of Superman-like powers, as referenced on this wonderful cover, which looks like, what is it? Whatever number was it Action Comics number 1? No. Whatever issue Action Comics Superman first showed up in. It's a homage to that cover. Will Robin still have his Superman-like powers in the next series, or will they kind of close out that here? There's a bit of that here, Robin not feeling pain, but their sensors telling them that his body is receiving pain, but it's just not getting to his head. And some other interesting stuff about how the crystal shard had changed Batman himself. That was interesting. I kind of feel like we need more issues to explore that kind of thing before this ends. But, yeah. Another very strong issue. Only weak by comparison to some of the very best issues, in my opinion. Okay, so that's my quick little Bat report, or relatively quick. And I think you can expect to see more videos from me. Talk to you later.